Boo! At the open, our all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as yeah. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like yeah, 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottom. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thought, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trick and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. and I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them cans, make profits. While I'm still in my same making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo. What's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Happy Easter, all those that celebrate. My name is Michael Edward Parinati. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader, at True Trading Group. And I am thrilled to have you guys all with us here this evening. Before I get into tonight's session, though, I want to thank our partners and our data providers at Benzinga, TradingView, the NASDAQ, CBOE, and of course, OpenAI. These companies are the foundation of what powers True Trading Group, and we're grateful to be able to provide our platform with their data and tools all integrated to help you all learn, trade, and profit consistently. This innovation is not unnoticed, okay? Just literally last year, we received the 2024 Benzinga FinTech Chairman's Award for Best AI Analysis Tool. My business partner and I right there actually on stage receiving that award at the Benzinga FinTech Awards ceremony. Guys, real quick, actually, before I do go any further, make sure you hit the live button right down there. You should see a red dot next to the word live. If you see a red dot, then that means you're watching this live. If you do not see a red dot, then that means you're watching this delayed. Okay? So again, right there, click the word live. You should see a red dot next to the word live. That's how you guys know you're watching this live and not delayed. It's going to be important, and I'll explain to you why in just a moment. But your trading group is not just about awards. Yeah, receiving the Benzinga FinTech Award is nice. Nice to see industry insiders and industry leaders recognizing True Trading Group for what it is that we're doing with AI technology and implementing into our platform to help our members make money. But True Trading Group is more than that. It's about being part of a community that's constantly growing, learning, pushing the boundaries of what's possible when it comes to trading and investing. Members of True Trading Group are part of something real special. I couldn't be any more proud to be on this journey with each and every single one of them. So I hope you guys are ready to roll your sleeves up tonight, get down to business. We got a big week ahead of us. This is your first time hanging out with True Trading Group on this live stream. Make sure you do yourself a favor, hit the subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. Make sure you never miss out on any of these live streams. I do these live streams 6 days a week. I drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, trade ideas, market commentary, and analysis to help you guys all make better trades, help you all to make money. And of course, make sure you smash that like button, show some love. Okay? Make sure you smash the like button, show some love. Okay? Now you might be wondering why you should listen to anything it is that I discuss on this YouTube channel. Well, who is this guy and why should I care? Okay? Before I get into, the last couple of weeks, and the last couple of weeks have been a real wild ride, right? But before we get into that, a little bit about who I am, all right? I began my trading career working at T3 Alpha Fund in New York City, my first job right out of college. While there, they had me go through a training program before they let me touch $1 of the fund's money. And then 2008 happened, which was the Great Recession, the huge stock market crash, but it's also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 8 other professional full-time trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we have helped thousands of members from all over the world to reach their goals. We are a global community here at True Trading Group, guys. Okay? We are a global community. We have over 10,000 members from 114 different countries. Okay? 10,000 members from 114 different countries. Okay? So there's something for everybody here at True Trading Group. You guys, we day trade, we swing trade, we cover long-term portfolio investing, we trade stocks, we trade options, we trade futures, we do it all. There's literally something for everybody here at True Trading Group. Okay. Literally something for everybody here at True Trading Group. Okay. Now I'll explain to you guys before I go any further why I want to make sure you guys are watching this video live. Okay. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. later on during this live stream. Throughout this live, I'm going to give you 2 code words. Okay. Those 2 code words, you're going to need them if your name is called later. So the way this works, I give 2 code words during the live stream. Then later on, we put everyone's name into a random name, pick or call the wheel of names. We spin the wheel live. If your name is called, you will have 2 minutes to send a text message to the phone number that we provide. And if you can do that, the prize is yours. If you can't, we move on. So this is why you need to make sure you're watching the video live, because if I get to the giveaway and I call your name and you're 15 minutes delayed, your 2 minutes will have come and gone. You won't know any different, and you would miss out on your chance of claiming your prize. Okay? You miss out on your chance of claiming your prize. All right? First code word. Okay? Get ready for it. First code word for tonight's giveaway. Okay? Earnings. Earnings is the first code word for tonight's giveaway. Okay? Earnings. Second code word is going to come later on during this live. All right? Second code word is coming later on during this live. All right? First code word is earnings. You need to write it down. Again, you will have 2 minutes to send a text message to a phone number that we put on the bottom of the screen. If your name is called later, you're going to need to know the 2 code words. First one is earnings. Okay? First one's earnings. So we got to make sure you guys are watching this video live. Okay? All right, folks. So let's kind of get into what has been happening in this market. Listen, I'm going to go over, I'm going to give you guys all my trade ideas for the week, right? I got a list of stocks. Some crypto related trades are actually on my watch list here for this week. Okay. Some crypto related stocks. My allergies are bothering me a little bit, actually. Today, I've been feeling like crap all day. And obviously it's Easter. I was spending time with the family, and the pollen is out, boy, at least where I am. So the allergies aren't getting to me. But honestly, I feel like crap. I would rather be just resting up right now. But this is important. This is important stuff. And I got to be honest with you guys. It would take something so incredibly severe to keep me away from the markets and to keep me away from my desk this week. I would have to be unconscious in order for you to get me away from my trading desk this week, because there is so much opportunity to make money. We have had such huge weeks these last couple of weeks as the volatility has gone through the roof. These are the type of trading days. These are the type of trading weeks. You can make your whole year in 1 week. You can literally make your whole year in 1 week. That's the type of market environment that we have found ourselves in ever since Liberation Day. Some people have ruined their financial lives in the last 3 weeks, and people have secured their financial lives in the last 3 weeks. We actually, one of our moderators just a couple of weeks ago had her biggest week ever in her entire trading career. We've had a lot of members over the last couple of weeks have their biggest days, their biggest weeks that they have ever had, their single biggest trade of their entire career, because when volatility increases, stocks make larger moves in much shorter periods of time, which allow traders like you and I to make more money in shorter periods of time. It is just literally that simple when it comes to volatility. Volatility is a trader's best friend. But in volatility like this is next level volatility. This isn't even normal volatility. This is the VIX jumping to 50, 60, then pulling back into 20, then popping back to 30 and 40, and then pulling back into 20. I mean, this is just absolutely, listen, I've been doing this a really long time. Over 18 years, I have been doing this. And there are only 2 other instances in my entire career that I remember volatility similar to where we find ourselves today. And that was 2008 and COVID. Those are the only other 2 instances in my nearly 2-decade-year career where I've seen volatility like we have here. I hear you say this all the time, but volatility being my best friend, I don't get. Maybe if you can explain it to me like I'm 5 years old. Randall, no problem. I will do you one better. I will explain it to you like you are 3 years old. Okay? Get ready. Here we go. Volatility is just literally by definition. When volatility increases, All it means is that stocks are making bigger moves in much shorter periods of time than they normally do. So if you have the SPY, for example, which is the ETF that tracks the S&P 500, on a normal day, normal volatility, maybe the SPY will move $3 or $4, right? In an environment like this, in one day, the market's moving $20. When it would normally take the SPY a month to move $20, it's doing that in one day now. So essentially, you're able to make a month worth of moves in a day, right? Literally. I'm not trying to challenge you, but why would I not want to sit out and wait until the storm passes? Randall, I don't think you're challenging me. I think it was a valid question. I'm glad you asked it. I, appreciate the participation. I appreciate the question. I mean, that's why you come to these live streams, right? You guys come to these live streams to learn as much as you can and to figure out how you guys can make money from these environments. The reason why you don't want to sit on your hands until the dust settles, Randall, is one, you're going to miss out on all of the really good volatility. And the volatility, like I say all the time, but is a trader's best friend, because it allows you, volatility is what allows you to have a 400% gain in one day. Volatility is what allows you to have a 1,000% gain in one day, which many of our members actually have. Okay. I'm just trying to understand. I watched for the last 3 weeks. I really want to understand. Yeah, I'm explaining it to you. Stocks make bigger moves in shorter periods of time. That's it. It's literally just that simple. Okay. So you're going to be able to capitalize on, let's say, if you trade an option contract, if the option contract in a normal environment would go up 50% in one day, in this environment, it's moving 300, 400, 500% in a single day. That's why volatility is your best friend. Now, if you don't know what you're doing, volatility can eat you alive. Volatility can hurt you. If you do know what you're doing and you know how to take advantage of the volatility, and you can understand, the different signals that tell you and to help you get the direction correct, you can literally make enough money to cover a year's worth of salary in a matter of 1 month or in a matter of 2 weeks, which some of our members have been able to accomplish. And you don't need to have unlimited time in order to do this. That's the other thing too. I think a lot of people sometimes will, and that's one of the better parts about it too, is that because it's taking a lot less time. You guys don't need to be sitting in front of your computer screen all day, every day in order to take advantage of this kind of stuff. We have over 10,000 members in True Trading Group. 82% of them have a full-time job. So I don't want to hear the excuses that people say, oh, I don't have time for this, or I'm too busy. You're not too busy. We have members that are literally truck drivers. They are on the road driving 18-wheelers, big rigs, 14 hours a day. If they are able to make money in this environment with True Trading Group, then so are you. The only profession that I would say you probably can't do this is if you were an astronaut in space. Then I would probably say, yeah, maybe not. I don't know how the internet connection is up there in outer space. I don't know if you can use an E-Trade account from outer space. Maybe you can. I don't know. If you can, then I really can't think of any profession that would tell you that would give you a reason why you can't do this, especially now with the technology that we have today. Day trading is not the only trading that exists. Okay. We swing trade at True Trading Group as well. It's not just day trades. We swing trade. Our day trades last hours, our swing trades last days. Sometimes our swing trades last weeks. You guys can literally get into a position and get out of it in a couple of days. We have a mobile app. For the 82% of our members that have a full-time job, how are they able to benefit from what we do? Simple. Glad you asked. See this? We have a mobile app. That mobile app allows you to stay connected to the chat room, even if you're not in front of your computer. You can listen in because the moderators and I talk to you during the day. Okay, we're on the microphone, giving analysis, answering questions, market commentary, calling out our trades throughout the entire trading session. So you can listen into the audio. You can also view the screen share. The mods and I share our screens with you. So you see exactly what we see. We trade in front of you live. But the most important part is that when one of our traders enters or exits a position, you are sent a real-time push notification to your cell phone. So if you are sitting there, I'm a district manager with 3 phones, 3 emails, and I can still do this. If I can do it, literally anyone can. Exactly. Chris Johnson, there you go, brother. Hope you're doing well. So that's how so many of our members are able to sit there at work, not in front of a computer. Ding, they get a notification. They look at their phone, they go, all right, cool. These guys just bought AMD put options. You log into your Webull, your E-Trade, your Robinhood, whatever you use. Log in, buy some AMD put options, and we tell you which ones we got, right? You don't have to guess the expiration date or the strike price. We tell you the strike price. We tell you the expiration date. We tell you the exact price of the option that we got in. So you have all of the information. You can log in, follow along, enter the position, set a stop loss, put your phone down. And only 3 hours later, ding, oh, they just took profit. Log in, 50% gain. This is great. Sell a contract. Adjust your stop loss. Put your phone back down. The next day, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard, ding. Oh, wow. This is great. They just took profit again. Log in, take some profit, put your phone back down. You're right. You guys get the point, right? You get the process here. This is why so many of our members, 82% have a full-time job and they're still able to do this. And when I say do this, I don't mean they're just able to try. True Trading Group has not grown to 10,000 members because our members try. True Trading Group has grown to over 10,000 members in 114 different countries because our members make money. That's the goal. You're not on this live stream to make friends. You're not on this live stream to admire the wonderful painting that hangs behind my head. You are on this live stream to figure out how you can make money, how you can better your financial situation, how you can earn extra income for you and your family so you can make better decisions for your retirement or whatever else you guys want to do. That's why you're here. How many people on this live stream are not members of True Trading Group? If you are not a member of True Trading Group and you want to make money, type the letters TTG. If you're not a member of True Trading Group and you guys want to make money in the markets, type the letters TTG right now inside chat. Just go ahead, type the letters TTG if you guys are not a member and you want to make money in the markets. Go ahead and type the letters TTG. And again, guys, make sure you're watching this video live. Make sure you see that red dot down there next to the word live. Bus 9, what's up? Tracy G, I see Lakers fan. Not a good look last night. That was a tough game last night. My boy Sean Johnson's in the house. There's Randall. Randall, I appreciate the question. I appreciate your questions from earlier. Stephen Ides. Excellent. Yeah, that would be pretty sick, right? Imagine that. Imagine trading from outer space. Imagine trading from outer space. It's never been done before. There's a first. There's a first for everything here. Steve, what's up, my man? What's up? What's up? Guys, again, hit the live button. Make sure you guys are watching this video live. Okay, Joe, if you can just show them one more time, Joe. Show them where that live button lives. Show them, Joe. Where are you, Joe? Where are you, Joe? There he is. There's the man, the myth, the legend himself. There's the live button. See that red dot? That means you're watching it live. Vader was framed. What's up? Excellent. Excellent. Deborah, what's up? Beautiful. All right, so all of you that are not members, Okay. For those of you that are not members, I want you to watch this real quick. So I'm going to say this before I go. Members of True Trading Group, they don't just try. We didn't grow to 10,000 members because our members tried. We grew to 10,000 members. We grew to 10,000 members because our members actually make money. That's why. And I'll prove it to you. Members now of True Trading Group. Now I'm talking to members specifically. If you are a member of True Trading Group and you guys are making money and you're becoming a better trader because of True Trading Group, I want you to go ahead and type the number 1 in chat right now. Very simple. Type the number 1 in chat right now. If you are making money, if you are becoming better traders, go ahead and type the number 1. Anyone that's not a member, I advise you pay very close attention to what you're about to see. Try to count how many people type the number 1. These are your friends, your family members. These are your coworkers. These are complete, utter strangers. If they can do this, then so can you. They don't have more time than you. They sure as hell aren't luckier than you. 82% of these people have a full-time job. If they can do it, so can you. They literally were you. All of these people you see type number 1, they joined True Trading Group one of 2 ways. A friend or family member recommended it to them, or they found us on a live stream. They listened to me talk for about an hour. And in that hour, they realized that they learned more listening to me speak for an hour than they learned in the past year trying to figure this out on their own on Reddit or in a Discord room. And now they're sitting here today telling you that they're making money. They're becoming better traders because of TTG. Again, guys, it's not just me. There's 8 other, I know I'm the face you see on these live streams. There are 8 other professional full-time traders that are moderators in True Trading Group that day trade and swing trade, that trade stocks, options, and futures, that guide our members and our community through each and every single trading day with live trading, live analysis, live Q&A, live commentary, live mentorship and coaching each and every single day. That is why it's called True Trading Group, not Watch Mike Trade. What program do you use to get these number 1s? I don't even, is there a program like that? Does something like that even exist? Here, so let's do this. So JP, I'm glad, here we go. Members of True Trading Group, everybody type JP in chat right now. JP, go ahead, watch this. All of my members, go ahead and type JP in chat right now. All of my members, type JP in chat right now. JP, my man, pay attention to all of the members of True Trading Group that are not bots. These are real people, JP. And to prove to you they are real people, I'm having them type your username in chat right now. I love doing this stuff. I do. I love it. I don't blame it. I really don't. I don't blame it though, JP. I really don't. I don't blame this. I don't blame you for the skepticism. There's no hard feelings. Honestly, there's a lot of people on social media. There's a lot of people on YouTube that are completely full of shit. And you should be skeptical of people that come on and try to pretend like they know what they're talking about. But you should be skeptical of someone that all they do is brag about themselves, how amazing of a trader they are. They tell you that they're the greatest trader the world has ever seen. They have a foolproof system. They have a 99.99% win rate. And if you just give them 10 minutes a day, they'll make you $1,000 every day in 10 minutes without fail ever. They have a special super top secret pattern. They have a special super top secret indicator that nobody else in the whole world knows about except them. And they're going to share it with you. Those are people you should run very, very far away from. I am the type of person that is not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm the type of person that's going to tell you what you need to hear. I have tens of thousands of retail traders that have gone through True Trading Group over the last several years. We know what works. We know what doesn't. I have also been doing this for nearly 2 decades, and I did not figure this stuff out on my own. I got my start. My trading career began literally on Wall Street working at a fund. That's where I got my training. I didn't know how to trade before that. I didn't just have skill on my own. And then because of that, I got hired. No, I got hired out of college. They taught me everything that I know. I was trained by professionals right from the start. Okay, well, fair enough. But you have to focus on the W's. Without that, you make nothing. Oh, well, yes, true. Yeah, JP, yes, you have to focus on the wins. But, brother, you also got to focus on the losses. Trading is not just about the wins. Trading is also about the losses. Let me tell you guys something right now. You're going to lose money trading. You're not going to be right on every single trade you take. I'm not. I make red trades. I have red days. Your trading is a totality of all of your winning trades and your losing trades. Your job as a trader, and a lot of people don't understand this, your job as a trader is not to not have losing trades. That's like saying my job is to be an NFL player but never get tackled. That doesn't make any sense, right? Like, getting tackled is part of playing football. Are we all in agreement with that? Everyone's in agreement that you can't play football and not either tackle someone or get tackled. It's kind of the whole point of the game, right? It's literally the whole point. Okay, the whole game centers around tackling. Trading is like that too. So you're going to have winning trades. You're going to have losing trades. Your job as a trader is not to avoid the losing trades. It's to make sure that when they happen, they are controlled. It's to make sure that when the losing trades happen, they are manageable losses. They are small losses, and you cut that loss off quickly and make sure it never gets out of hand. Your job is to make sure that your winning trades on average are larger than your losing trades are on average. And that is how, when you break trading down to the math and the statistics, it is actually a very, very simple thing. Trading is literally be right 50% of the time or more, and make more money when you win than you lose. So let's say, I'll just make up numbers for the sake of the conversation. Let's say your average winning trade is $300. Let's say your average losing trade is $200. Be right 50% of the time. Congratulations. You are now a consistently profitable trader, making money month after month after month after month after month. Sounds really simple, doesn't it? The easiest thing for you to improve in your trading, it's not your win rate. It's the size of your average loss. Most struggling traders are not struggling because their win rate is 37%. Most struggling traders are struggling because their win rate is 59%, but their average loss is 500 and their average win is 250. And they are losing money month after month after month. That is reality. In order for you to make more money trading, you don't have to predict the future. You just have to lose less money when you're wrong. Members, true or false? Is what I am saying true or false? Members of True Trading, because you guys have all now gotten all this, right? You guys have all now gotten all this training. You guys have gotten to understand professional risk management. True or false? You type in chat right now, true or false. If you're a member of TTJ, type true or false. And while you guys are reading some of these comments that come through, those of you that are not members, I want you to write this down. I'm not kidding. Write down this one quote. This one quote is a quote that my mentor, who is my boss and one of the partners of the hedge fund from the days when I was working in New York, it is a quote that has stuck with me ever since I heard it, and I've passed it along to all of our members. And that quote is the following. Successful traders, okay, again, successful traders are more concerned with how much they're going to lose if they're wrong. Struggling traders are more concerned with how much they're going to make if they're right. I will say that to you again. And I really want you to write this down because it'll completely change your perspective on trading. And it's what can help you get to a point of consistent profitability. Successful traders are more concerned with how much they're going to lose if they are wrong. Struggling traders are more concerned with how much they're going to make if they're right. Write that down. Can I teach you how to set up your stop loss, Gabriella? Absolutely. Would be my pleasure. Helping you set up proper stop losses is going to involve us teaching you how to properly identify support and resistance, and then also helping you properly identify how wide the support and resistance level actually is. What happens, most traders get the stop loss placement wrong. They put their stop losses in places that every single retail trader puts their stop loss. And they always get, they think they get stop loss hunted. You might hear that, or you might hear that, these evil market makers purposely go and will stop out, your order and then rip the stock back to the upside. But what's actually happening is there are liquidity pockets. And when you have a bunch of stop losses that are all in the same place, because a bunch of people that don't necessarily understand where to properly put their stop loss, as they get triggered, the stop losses will trigger and then trigger another and another, and you get this, and you get that little liquidity grab or a liquidity pocket. You might hear some other people call it, have different people have different phrases to call it. But you're putting your stop losses in the wrong place. We also have level 3 data at your trading group that allows us to identify where institutional orders are. So we know where those liquidity pockets lie. And usually you'll get like retail orders will stop out, and then here comes the institutional order flow underneath it. And the institutional order flow captures all of that liquidity, and the stock then takes itself back to the upside. So our members have a huge advantage. Those that have the level 3 data have a huge advantage over other retail traders by knowing where institutional orders actually are. One more time, that quote again, Tammy, it's my pleasure. It's such a great quote. Okay, it is such a great quote. I will say to you again. And guys, again, please make sure that you are watching this video live. Click the live button. You need to make sure you're watching live. So Tammy, that quote one more time. Successful traders are more concerned with how much they're going to lose if they're wrong. Struggling traders are more concerned with how much they're going to make if they're right. So the struggling traders only focus on how much am I going to make? How much am I going to make? If this trade works, how much am I going to make? Successful traders say, all right, this is what I think the stock's going to do. But if I'm wrong, how much do I lose? And that difference in approach will instantly improve your risk management and get your losing trades to be, and obviously, I'll teach you guys a lot more stuff than just giving you a quote. Okay, the quote is just to give you kind of mindset perspective, on what you really need to be thinking about if you guys are going to take trading seriously and you really want to become consistently profitable. I'm not sitting here telling you that I'm going to give you a win rate of 99%. Okay, that's not what I'm going to tell you. Matter of fact, the moderators and I collectively as a group, all the mods collectively, all of our executions, all of our entries, our take profits, our stop losses, they've all been calculated over the years, and you guys get to see every single transaction that we make. And we've been able to maintain a cumulative win rate on all those executions of around 80% for now, going on roughly the last like 5 or 6 years now. Okay. But we make losing trades, right? I make losing trades. Okay. And I might have had 1 or 2 losing trades last week, as a matter of fact, but I had like 6 winners or 7 winners, something like that. Okay. So, all you need to do is make more money when you are right than you are losing when you're wrong. And sure, there's ways that we can improve the size of your average win, right? Like we can improve the size of your average wins, but it's easier to reduce the size of your average losses. Do that first. That'll get you to profitability. Okay. Doing that, most of you, if you do that, it'll take you to profitability. And then you want to make more money. And then we'll talk about increasing the size of your average wins. And we'll talk about increasing your win rate. Right? Don't have a lot. Heard you say last week about the next 90 days matter. Why do you think that? just matches a sale you're doing, or is there something real there? No offense, you obviously got my attention. Yeah, Farah, no, and again, I appreciate the question and I respect the question. It's a valid one. What I've been saying about the next 90 days, and the next 90 days really mattering, that's not just part of a sale. The sale was actually inspired by the facts. So I actually believe that the next 90 days are going to answer all of the questions that everybody has. I believe that the next 90 days, we will know whether or not there's going to be a recession. We are going to know whether or not inflation has come back down. We're going to know whether or not the labor market is held together. We're going to know whether or not we have new trade agreements with Japan, Canada, Mexico, and the EU and or China. We're going to know all of these questions. Okay? We don't need to invent things to have people sign up, okay, to True Trading Group like 90 days, the day after I said, okay, literally the day after I said this about, you can go back and look on my live streams, not because I'm psychic or anything. I didn't know that this was going to happen. But when we started saying 90 days, the very next day, we started hearing rumblings and rumors about tariffs being delayed. And then the very next day after that, the tariffs actually were delayed 90 days. We were spot on. We were spot on in saying, okay, 90 days. Because the 90 days, that happened on Wednesday, the 9th. I said this to you guys on Sunday, the 6th. And so on Sunday, April 6th, you can go back and you can watch the live stream from Sunday, April 6th. I said 90 days. I did not know that Trump was going to delay the tariffs by 90 days on Wednesday. But I know enough to know that the next 90 days are going to matter. Because when you go back throughout time and you go back throughout history, that's usually the amount of time that it takes for what was uncertainty and fear of something bad happening and something bad actually happening. Okay? Where did I learn that from? Experience. You can go back to, historically speaking, you can look at COVID, you can look at 2008's recession. Okay, you can look at so many you can look at 2016, you can look at 2018. These are all different instances over the last several years where there was the fear of something bad happening. And within the next 90 days, we knew whether or not that bad thing was avoided or if it actually came to fruition. That's why when the markets go through these periods of shock, when markets go through a period of such incredible uncertainty, when they go through a period of, whoa, we're scared of something potentially happening. Go look back at 2023, the banking crisis. You guys remember when Silicon Valley Bank went under and then First Republic Bank went under? You guys remember that? 90 days. And then what happened? The Fed came out with that overnight lending facility. So banks did not have to force sell their treasuries down to be able to make their cash deposits that people were pulling out of the banks to meet those liquidity requirements. And it was avoided. And the banking crisis was avoided. 90 days. Guys, history is not a guarantee of future results, but my God, it is the best damn indicator. So right now, after Liberation Day and after all these tariffs were announced, the markets panicked. The markets panicked thinking we're going to have a recession. These tariffs are way too high. And that's a very realistic thing for the markets to worry about. But the next 90 days are going to tell the tale. If you fast forward 75 days from now and there's no deal with the European Union, there is no deal with China, and we're not even close, then my friends, the chances of a recession are going to skyrocket. But if you fast forward 45 days from now and we got a new deal with the EU and we're getting real close to a deal with China and unemployment is 4.3 and inflation is back to 2.4, then my friends, we've got a really damn good chance of continuing the soft landing. And you guys better be ready. You better be ready. 30 days from now, 60 days from now, 75 days from now, these are not the times for you to start. The time for you to start is right now. If you wait until the end, until you figure out what's going to happen, then that means it's too late. The best opportunities to make money, period, whether it's on the trading side or the long-term portfolio side, is when the uncertainty and the fear is at its highest. And when uncertainty and fear are at their highest, that is when volatility is at their highest. And that is when money-making opportunities are the most abundant. You feed off of the uncertainty because the uncertainty creates the volatility, which gives us these opportunities to make money. Now, don't get me wrong. We make money in any, listen, we were making money long before the tariffs were announced, and we're going to be making money long after. The point that I'm making is the abundance is just really, really excessive right now. It's like a kid in a candy store, right? It's like I'm a kid on Christmas morning all over again, and I'm standing at the top of the stairs waiting for my father to say it's okay to come down because he's got the video camera ready. And my sisters and I run downstairs and we just see all the presents around the tree. It's that feeling. That is the feeling that we have as traders right now. That's the environment that we're in. It's that. That's why your time is not 30 days from now, 65 days from now. It's literally right now. It's right now, guys. Before somebody else chimes in with a comment, let me help you guys. For those thinking they have no money or not enough money for this account, you guys are dead wrong. How many of you took a hit this month in your long-term portfolio? Type the number 1 if you took a hit in your long-term, or type the number 7. If you guys took a hit in your long-term portfolio. Doesn't matter. Type something. I don't care what you type. Type 1, type 7. I don't care. If you guys took a hit in your long-term portfolio, go ahead. Right. Most of you, right? If you didn't take a hit on your long-term portfolio, then you probably don't have one. Okay. You probably don't have one because almost every stock that everybody owns went down. You know, the NASDAQ went down 20%. The S&P went down 20%. Of course, the balance of your portfolio is going to go down. Yes or no? Can you control the reasons the market went down? Can you control the reasons your portfolio went down? Can you control the reasons? Yes or no? Exactly, Bert. Exactly, Bert. That's what we do, man. Year and year after year after year. Our job is to beat the S&P, brother. Hell yeah. Nope. We sure can't, right? Of course we can. Of course we can't control the reasons that the markets went down, right? Of course we can. Of course we can't control the reasons why our portfolio goes down. Guess what? Can you control what you do when this happens? Yes or no? Can you control the actions that you take? Yes or no? Can you make money trading the downward move to offset the losses in your long-term portfolio? Can you avoid costly mistakes like selling everything out of fear right near the bottom? Can you control the things that you do during times like this? Yes or no? Exactly. Now here come all of the yeses. There you go. So I think you guys have to really, those of you that are not members of your trading group, I think it's time for you to really kind of have a gut check kind of moment. And I think you really have to start to ask yourself, like, what is it that you want? What is it that you want? Do you want to improve your long-term portfolio? Excellent, because when markets go down, that's the time that you're supposed to do it. Do you want to make extra money? Excellent. In an environment like this is when the opportunities to make money are the most abundant. Are you worried about maybe possibly losing your job if we have a recession and you're looking for extra ways to make money and make ends meet? Then perfect. The time for you to get started is right now while you still have a job, not when you lose it and your back is up against the wall. One more time. How many of you are on here that are not members of True Trading Group? Type the letters TTG. If enough people type TTG, I'm going to do you guys all a solid. If you're not a member, type the letters TTG. If enough people respond, I'm going to do you guys something. I'm going to do you guys a solid. But it depends how many people respond. There's only just a handful. I mean, listen, we've had like 160 people join True Trading Group over the last week and a half. So, I mean, I don't even think there might be that many people that are on the live stream. But if enough people type TTG, I'm going to do you guys a solid. Season Gardening, Steve Fox, Diane, Chris, Trace, Mark, Farah. So again, yeah, just type TTG, guys. Awesome. Eric, Chicken Katsu, Randall. Yes, type TTG if you guys are not a member. If a few more people, I'll do you guys a solid. And again, make sure you guys hit that live button. Make sure you're watching this live. There's JP. Nice, Dr. Harry. I joined last week. Dr. Harry, how'd you like it, man? How'd you like your first week with us? There's Corey Seal. Dr. Gary, what'd you think? What'd you think about your first week, bud? You have a good week? We got Craig, QKH, Riz. Awesome. All right, good. So we got a decent amount. We got a decent amount of non-members that are with us all here today. Here's Carol. Carol, what's up? Nice. Okay. All right. So here's eye-opening, amazing, says Dr. Harry. Eye-opening and amazing. I like that. It's only been 1 week. Look, the 90 days thing is not, it's not a joke. It's not a sales tactic. Okay. The 90 days thing is serious. We have at True Trading Group, our membership is a year membership. It's an annual membership. Chris, what's up, brother? Chris the Scorpio, what's up, man? Steve, what's up, my man? Ola, how are you? So our business model at True Trading Group is annual memberships. That's literally how we are set up. But we're structured for a year on our platform. But because I really do believe that the next 90 days are crucial, and I think that the decisions that people make in the next 90 days, I think are going to carry with them for years, whether in a good way or a bad way. You know, we opened up last week, we opened up to people a 90-day membership instead of a full annual membership. Now, selling 90-day memberships is not a way for us as a business and a platform to make money. We are set up for an annual membership. We have a lot of tools and resources that are included in your membership, like Benzinga Pro's newsfeed and Trading View charts, a trade idea scanner, unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, congressional trading data, short data. All this stuff is on our platform. You guys automatically get access to it when you join our membership. So we don't make any money as a business with 90-day memberships. It's a way for you guys to make sure that during the times of intense uncertainty, fear, worry, and opportunity, that you have somewhere that you can go, you can get all your questions answered. You don't feel like you're alone. You don't feel like you're by yourself, and you can at least figure out, well, at least what are 10,000 members from what are 10,000 other traders from 114 different countries? What are they doing? What about Mike and the 8 other professional traders that are mods at TTG? What are they doing? Right? So you guys can start to make better decisions over the course of the next 90 days. We will be returning to a full 1-year membership tomorrow. I'm not going to just indefinitely offer 90-day memberships. It is not our business model. Normally, to join True Trading Group, it is a 1-year membership, and it's well over $1,000 a year. Okay. What we are doing, okay, tonight is going to be the last night that I'm going to do this. Okay. I'm offering a 90-day membership for $250. Simple as that. And because we are not a Discord, because we are a business, you guys can hold us accountable. You don't have to worry if there's ulterior motives. This is a service. Hold us accountable. 90 days, $250. Do not mess this up. It's not a joke. We take things very seriously when people join True Trading Group and they're putting their trust in us and our platform with their money and their livelihood and their dreams and their goals. And we do not take that for granted. You can go to ttgoffer.com. Okay. ttgoffer.com. Everything on that page is included for 90 days. Now, listen to me very carefully. There is no automatic renewal. There is no automatic upgrade. If you forget to cancel, you're not just automatically charged for a year. If you decide after your 90-day trial, or 90, it's not a trial, excuse me, your 90-day membership, if you decide after your 90-day membership is over and you decide, I want to join full-time for the whole year, you will need to manually process that transaction again. And we'll work with you. We'll give you a deal. We'll even credit you the $250 you already paid. We're not going to charge you again. So we'll credit you the $250 that you've already paid for the 90 days. Okay. We'll credit that from what you would owe for a full year. And then we'll give you a full year on top of that. And we'll credit you the $250. Okay. So again, go to ttgoffer.com. Everything on that page is included. Our 22-course curriculum, simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. Trading Views premium charting software. The trade idea scanners on our platform for you guys to use. Unusual options activity. Options flow. Dark pool data. Short data. Congressional trading data. 1,000 hours in our video library of workshops. It is all included. 90-day membership paid for on my first day of trading with True Trading Group, says James Leva. James Leva literally is one of the people that joined the 90 days. I absolutely vouch for Mike, folks, and my name is real. These guys are on all day guiding us. There you go. That is a solid and fair deal. Yeah, it is. It really pretty cool. Bert showed me how to create a vertical spread. That's awesome. Yeah, Chris, it is, man. It really is so worth it. You got to see them show the AI tool. Yes. Our AI tool is literally, it is award winning. Yeah, it is a fair deal, Chris. That's the way I look at it, man. $250 for 90 days. Let's get you through the most uncertain period of the market. Let's make money throughout that time frame with the increased volatility, and let's stop you from making a really big mistake. Let's get your questions answered. Let's get you into some really great trading opportunities. And then you guys can decide if you want to stay with us for the full year after that. This is not a restricted trial. You guys have to understand, this is not a restricted or limited membership. You are literally gaining full, complete access for 90 days. So You are getting access to every single thing that a full annual member has access to. You just have access to it for 90 days instead of 365. And instead of you paying well over $1,000, you're going to pay $250 for the 90 days. It's as simple as that. If you have any questions at all about the platform or anything else, if you are a previous member, if you are a previous trial, yes, we do have a 7-day trial. Do not, I repeat, do not sign up for the 7-day trial. And I will tell you why. If you go through our 7-day trial, you will not have an opportunity to do the 90-day membership. The way our trial program is set up is it's 7 days. And then if you decide you want to join, you have one option, a 1-year membership for $1,497. Now, if you don't care about paying $1,497 for an annual membership, then go ahead and join the trial. Be my guest. If you don't want that, you can do the 90 days for $250. And then if you decide you want to become an annual member after that, it'll cost you less than $1,000, and you're going to get a credit for that $250. That's it. So again, I want to be fully transparent. I don't want anyone to join the trial and be like, hey, this is great. I want to do the 90 days. No. The 90-day membership option is for tonight only. Starting tomorrow, we will be going back to the annual membership. Again, that is ttgoffer.com. Everything on that page is included, unrestricted, full access for 90 days for $250. Send a text message if you guys have questions to 1-888-621-2127. The phone number is right down there at the bottom of your screen, 1-888-621-2127. Do you have a channel just for swing traders? No. So day trades and swing trades are alerted inside of our main chat every single day. Okay. We have a tab inside chat that is just for all of the swing trades, but it's not a separate channel. So our main chat room has all of the swing trades. It also has day trades, but then there's a separate tab in our chat for just the swing trades. Okay. And again, there's swing trades. Basically, there's swing trades called out, whether they're entries and take profits and entries, take profits, and different trades and new alerts, new setups, new positions, basically every single day. And of course, the day trades are every single day, obviously. Okay. So again, that's ttgoffer.com. You guys have questions, just send a text, 1-888-621-2127. Whoever just sent, so here's the thing. I'm going to be so honest with you. Someone just sent a text message from area code 434, so I don't know your name, but someone just sent a text message from area 434 that says, do you have any verified earnings I can see? And listen, I respect the question, but here's what I'm going to say to you. If I pulled up for you right now a brokerage statement, how do you know that that's not a doctored brokerage statement? If I pulled up an account balance right now, how do you know that's a real and verified account? How do you know it's not a fake account? You don't, brother. You don't. I can tell you I made $1 bajillion last year. I can show you an account balance with a few $1 million in it. Does that mean you should join True Trading Group? No. And just because I would show you, hey, here's verified earnings from myself and the 8 other professional traders, here's our account balances, does that mean you should join True Trading Group? The answer is also no. I don't use my P&L to sell memberships on here. I don't want, It's frowned upon by the FTC. That's number one. Okay. But number two, I am not paying your bills. If I sit up here and I told you I made $1 bajillion last year, not one of the bajillion is going to go towards paying your bills. Not one. And just because one trader makes money doesn't automatically mean that you're going to make money. That's a truth. I'm giving you the truth. I'm not giving you what every other jackass on social media is going to say to try to get you to pay $5,000 for some membership program that they're offering because they claim to have some special super top secret pattern. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm being real with you. What matters is whether or not members of a platform are making money. You may have joined and become a member of another platform in the past or another community in the past, and you probably have seen a trader make money, but you were unable to. And that's because a lot of those people implement trading styles and strategies that are absolutely impossible for other people to follow, meaning they're scalpers. They get in and they get out within 30 seconds. By the time they get in and they alert you and all their members buy, they're then selling. That is a gigantic no-no. And eventually those people will be in trouble. That is not what we do in True Trading. Yes, I trade live right in front of you. Our members trade live right in front of you. I mean, our moderators trade live right in front of you every single day. Our trading history is uploaded to our website every single day. You get to see every single transaction, every single execution that our moderators make every day. Every transaction, every take profit, every stop loss, every green trade, every red trade, every break-even trade. It's all there. Join a trading community because the members of the community make money and the members of the community tell you to join. Don't join a community because somebody showed you a brokerage account. Would be a very big mistake. That's, again, me just being honest with you. And again, in case you missed it, one more time, join a community because the members make money. Members of True Trading Group, one more time, type the number 1 if you guys are making money. Try to count how many people type the number 1. You won't be able to. There's too many of them. While our members are typing the number 1, let's take things on over to the charts. Let's talk about what we've got cooking. Okay, we'll take things on over here to the SPY. And there's one particular level that I want you guys to focus on, and it's 520. Okay, one particular level I want you guys to focus on here on the SPY, and it is 520. Now, this is an important level because the markets are going to try and hold, okay? They're going to try and hold a higher low, okay? I think that it's important that the market holds this higher low. And this is the level that the markets are trying to do it. And you can see we had resistance back here for 3 days before the announcement of the 90-day pause. And then ever since then, the markets have been trying to hold and establish a higher low. Establishing that higher low is going to be critical for the markets to start to actually move their way back to the upside. If there are, now listen, and here's the thing that I will tell you though first as I'm going through charts, okay? If going through these charts, okay, I am Stratton and Merrick, welcome. Stratton and Merrick, welcome. Welcome to True Trading Group, fellas. Welcome to True Trading Group. Stratton and Merrick, welcome. It's not a 90-day trial, Marie. It is 90. It's a 90-day full access to the membership. It is 90 calendar days. You have access to our platform fully for 90 calendar days. Okay. There is no restriction. It is 90 days of complete full access to the annual membership. Again, that's ttgoffer.com. And the reason why I'm taking a contrarian view here about the markets trying to move back to the upside, because in these periods of intense volatility, the markets usually don't do the easy move. And the easy move would be just for the market to hold this resistance level, right? This is the support level that we had prior to Liberation Day. Then you got the 90-day pause, and it took you right back into that resistance level. Right now, the markets are starting to slowly drift their way back to the downside. Last year, I was able to take a total of $2,450 to pay some bills so far. This year, I have taken $6,325 so far. Taking profits, way to go. Great job. Congratulations. You've already almost tripled your take home from last year. That's incredible. Great job. It's only April. Way to go. All right. So the easy thing to do would be for the market to just roll over and do this. If that happens, I'll be ready for it. I'm not going to really try to go short until we break 520. If the SPY gets underneath 520, then I would look for downside. I'll look for downside moves. But if we wake up tomorrow morning and we're still above 520, then I'm going to wait. I'm not going to go short anything until we break that 520 level. Okay. I'm still looking for the time being. Any updates with trade? Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Anything I tell you about charts right now, understand that in this environment, one tweet, one update on a trade deal with the EU, one update on communications with China, and this market moves. Okay. You can get something with China that can make the markets drop another 3%. You can get an update from China that makes the markets rally 2.5. Same thing goes with the EU. Okay. There's also a lot of discussion over the weekend talking about Trump was talking a lot about a Russia-Ukraine deal in the next week. You got to see what is the reaction if something like that was to happen. No one's really talking about that. It's really just all about tariffs, trade, tariffs, trade. So, we can go over charts, but you have to keep your head on the swivel. This is more the reason why it's important that you guys are, getting guidance from professional traders that can kind of make sure that we're always in the know with what's going on and we're always positioned properly to deal with any movements that we could get from some update like that. So I could say something to you now chart-wise, and it could all mean absolutely nothing by 11 a.m. tomorrow if there's a news update with tariffs or trade agreements. Adam and Antoine, welcome to TTG, boys. Adam and Antoine, welcome to the True Trading Group, newest members of the group. Guys, again, tonight's the last night for the 90-day membership. It's $250 for 90 days, period. Okay, after that, after tonight, it is going to be we're going back to the 1-year membership. Okay, and it'll be well over $1,000. All right. Okay, so let's see. All right. So as I'm saying that, futures markets are red right now. We're down like right around half of a percent right now. But that's not that crazy over the last 2 weeks. I mean, that could change overnight. We'll see what happens tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning when we wake up, we'll see, is there any updates from China, any updates from Europe, any updates from anywhere else that we could go and try to, see if the futures market moves in the overnight session. Okay. But again, I am going to try to come into this week looking for the contrarian move, which would be the markets actually moving back to the upside. Okay. You also have earnings this week. You have Google earnings or Alphabet. You have Tesla earnings. You've got IBM earnings. You have ISRG, AbbVie, I think Lockheed Martin. So you have you're starting to getting into some of the bigger earnings names this week. And if they go good, we could have a nice little recovery. If they go poorly, we break 520. But that's the key. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Once we break 520, I'll be looking short. As long as we're above it, I'm looking for signs that we can go long. Okay. Let's talk about some individual stocks that are on my watch list. And first ones that we're going to talk about are in the crypto space. Bitcoin is exploding. Okay. Bitcoin is up 3% right now. Okay. So Bitcoin is flying. And I am going to be looking at Coinbase and MicroStrategy tomorrow for key breakouts. Coinbase has a very interesting level that I want to show you guys. And let's take a look at it. Here's your level. Coinbase has an inverse head and shoulders. This is an inverse head and shoulders. There's your left shoulder. There's your right shoulder. There is your head. Here is your neckline. And that neckline lines up with prior support from the month of March. Okay. So there you have support, support, support. And then after you broke underneath it, resistance, resistance, resistance. Okay. So now that resistance lines up to create the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders pattern. With Bitcoin exploding, I'm going to look to try and see if Coinbase tries to break out of the inverse head and shoulders pattern. An inverse head and shoulders is a trend reversal pattern. It is a trend reversal pattern. It is very obvious that the trend in Coinbase is down and has been down for the last several months. Inverse head and shoulders occur at the bottom of downtrends. And with Bitcoin now flying up 3%, let's watch for a breakout of this level for Coinbase. And look for Coinbase to give you a candle that looks something like this. Okay. So I'm going to be looking for a breakout on Coinbase. This resistance level is around 184, 183, right? Call it 184. If you can take out 184, then I think Coinbase has room. What I'll probably do is I will probably look to start that long. Let's go into a shorter time frame. I'll probably look to start that long 177, 178 with like a 174 stop loss. I will take profit into 182, 184 zone because that is the resistance level. That is the neckline, right? You guys can see here on the shorter time frame. As I zoom in, you guys can see here, see this resistance up here? Tops resistance, top resistance, top resistance. So what we're going to try to do is we'll try to go long on Coinbase right inside here, look for a move that takes you up into this area, the low 180s. We'll then take profit in the resistance, probably get a little pullback, and then see if you can break it. And if you can break it, then we'll just we'll peel profits off along the way and look for Bitcoin to continue higher and look for a clean breakout of this pattern on Coinbase. So this is going to be one that we're going to focus on literally tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow we're going to be watching that Coinbase. But again, make sure you take profits into the low 180s in case this pattern fails. If you do not break 184, it is not something I want to overstay my welcome with. So I will take profits into 184. And then I'll hold a piece. If it breaks, we hold on to that runner. Then similarly, we're going to be looking at MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy has been stronger than Coinbase, and it's more highly correlated to Bitcoin. And we're going to have a nice breakout point here at 320 that we're going to look for, and a push that can take us back to pivot of like 340. And this level is going to be 320 is going to be your breakout point. You guys can see here, resistance, resistance, resistance at 320. You most likely will gap up above 320 tomorrow. Okay. As long as this move in Bitcoin holds, you most likely get MicroStrategy opening tomorrow somewhere in like the mid 320s. You might have a very quick opportunity for a pullback into 320. And then into that 320 is where we would go ahead and take our longs in the low 320s. My stop loss would be down probably around 317 or so. And we'll look for MicroStrategy to make a push into the 330s and at least get to this pink line, which is the 100-day moving average, take profits there. If you get through that, you make a move to 340, take profits off there. So that's what we're going to be looking for there on MicroStrategy and Coinbase. Those are going to be two of my top ideas coming into the day tomorrow on the back of Bitcoin rocking up 3%. I will then be looking for a short on Rubrik. I do like Rubrik. I own it in the long term. So is my kid. But this is a big resistance level, and I don't know if we're going to be able to break it on the first try. So there's previous support on the big earnings gap up. Then you broke underneath it during the market sell-off, became resistance. You can see it's still resistance, but now look here, 50 and 100-day moving averages lining up at 65. What I'm going to look for here from Rubrik is we're going to look for Rubrik to pop up into that area and then put in a little bit of a tail and then drop back to the downside and look for Rubrik to do something that looks like this week. So Rubrik, the trade will be short around 64, stop loss above 65, looking for a pullback into the low 60s. And then we're going to have Palantir in case the market does move higher. I'm going to look for Palantir long. Palantir has a huge resistance level at 100. But Palantir has also held up much better than a lot of other areas of the market. Okay? A lot. And what you'll see is previous support, gapped underneath it, then resistance, and then resistance. But we are trying to hold support at dark blue line, which is 50-day moving average. And here comes the 9 EMA, which is a momentum indicator. You guys will learn all this as a member to Trading Group, and it's about to cross over it. And if we can get the markets to move higher, you could get Palantir to give you a move that looks something like that. And then we'll take profits into 100. And if 100 breaks and if the markets go higher, then we can just try to hold on to maybe 25% of our position and see if there's an extension move from that point. Okay? So those are some of my top trade ideas coming into the week: Coinbase, MicroStrategy, Rubrik, and Palantir. Is there anyone on here right now that is part of the 90-day program but did not sign up tonight? Type the number 1 if you guys joined the 90-day membership but you did not sign up tonight. You signed up previous. Type the number 1 if you're part of the 90-day membership but you signed up before tonight. Curious to see how many people we have on here that joined the 90-day program over the last, week or two. Just type number 1 if that's you guys. Dr. Harry, Tipped, Jonathan, Nicole, James, Thomas, Bart, Christine, Mitchell. Excellent. It's a lot of you. A lot of you. Keith, Margie, Tammy, Carol. Also, are there any lifetime members that are not part of our all access program? Type LT if you are a lifetime member, but you are not part of our all access program. Type LT. Rand says if a person signs up as a broker recommended, I mean, not really, Rand. I mean, it doesn't matter what broker you choose. You can use any of them. If you're in the United States, E-Trade is good, Webull, Charles Schwab, all great platforms. If you're outside the United States, I would look at Interactive Brokers. All right, so we have a lot of people here that are typing LT. So these are all lifetime members that are not part of our all access program. Okay, cool. So a lot of you guys. Wow, a lot of you. That's another thing that I feel like, when you think about, hey, should I join your trading group? Look how many people are lifetime. Look how many people are lifetime members. Guys, listen, all of you that are 90-day members, if you're 90-day members, we're going to send you all a text. Okay? You're about to get a text from me. And all the lifetime people that are not all access, you're also about to get a text from me. Something that I prepared before the live stream for you guys. as a happy Easter. All right. So with that being said, that takes me to the second code word for tonight's giveaway. And it is trade. It is trade. And I actually mean trade in the sense of not like trading stocks and options. I mean trade in the sense of like trade agreements and trade tariffs. But I didn't want to use the word tariff. I didn't want to use the word tariffs as the code words. I'm so sick and tired of hearing the word. So the two code words for tonight's giveaway are earnings and trade. Earnings and trade. Those are the code words for tonight's giveaway. All right. Now you're going to need to know both code words in order for you guys to win the prize. Also, what I just sent in a text is only going to be for tonight. So anyone, keep a lookout on your phone. All right, keep a lookout on your phone. The text that we're sending out will only be for tonight. That is all. Tonight and tonight only. All right, we're not going to honor it later. I'm just trying to hook you guys all up. All right. So earnings, trade, two code words for tonight's giveaway. Joseph, are we ready for the giveaway? Let me get the clock out. Let's get the timer. Ooh, Joseph is ready. All right, folks, so here's the way this is going to work. We're going to spin this wheel. If your name is called, you will have 2 minutes to send a text message to that phone number, 786-292-1606. The phone number is at the bottom of your screen. If your name is called, you text that number within 2 minutes. You give me the two code words. The prize is yours. If you're a lifetime member of True Trading Group, you're getting a bonus skip the line one-on-one mentor session with any moderator of your choice. If you are an annual member, you're getting a full entire year worth of STR totally for free. It's a value of around $700-800. Okay, so good luck, everybody. Joe, let's go ahead and spin that wheel. And the winner is Stephen Nieberlein. Stephen Nieberlein. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Stephen, you have 2 minutes, brother, to send a text message to 786-292-1606 and give me both code words. 786-292-1606 and give me both code words. 1 minute and 35 seconds remain. The world is counting on you, Stephen. The world is counting on you. 1 minute and 15 seconds. What do you think, Joe? I don't feel good about this one, Joe. I don't know why. I feel like Steve's not here. I also don't necessarily recognize the name. $50 seconds. 45 seconds. Less than 30 seconds, Stephen. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Looks like we're going to get ready to spin this wheel again. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stephen, I am so sorry. You missed your chance. Joe, spin that wheel. Larry Lewis. Larry Lewis, the clock starts. Larry Lewis, the clock starts. What are we waiting for, a tough guy? We're waiting for a giveaway. It is a giveaway. This is giveaway night. It's giveaway night. Oh no, Baked Fresh. Are you Steven? Baked Fresh just goes, I'm sorry I missed it. Baked Fresh, I hope you're not Steven. But Larry Lewis is now on the clock. Speaking of which, the NFL draft is this week. That's exciting, unless you're a Giants fan. 1 minute and 15 seconds remain. I mean, it could be worse, right? I could be a Jets fan. It could be worse. New York football has not been the place to be for the last decade. Less than 1 minute. Less than 1 minute. Oh, Larry got it. Way to go, Larry. Way to go, Larry. Way to go, Larry. Great job. Oh, Baked Fresh is Steven, Joe. There he is. Baked Fresh is Steven. He goes, yes, I am the guy. I am Steven, and I missed it. Oh, Baked Fresh. You're killing me, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Baked Fresh, I am sorry. Baked Fresh, Joe is having a field day right now with your username, by the way. I'm just putting out, Joe said, you're not, because your username is Baked Fresh. He goes, you're not so fresh with that response tonight, though. Your opportunity is now stale. Ah. Don't let Joe pour salt on the wound, Baked Fresh. I'm sorry, man. It's okay. I'm so thankful for TTD. You guys are the best. What a great sport. Steve, thank you very much, man. Steven, I am sorry that you missed out on the prize, but thank you for being here on the live stream. Thank you for supporting True Trading Group and everything else. And Big Fresh, it's a pleasure to have you part of the team, my man. All right? But we'll get him next time. That's all right. We don't need the prize. We'll make some money this week. We'll make up for all of it, right? Right? There you go. Okay? Oh, that was good. Tip goes, careful, or you might get a rise out of him. That was a good one. That is better than anything you said, Joe. That's amazing. Careful, you might get a rise out of him. That on Tip's hat, Joe. Joe goes Tip's hat for tipped. Oh, this is good. I gotta go. You guys are killing me right now. I got to get some sleep. I'm exhausted. I am tired. We contemplated maybe not even doing a live stream tonight, but the holiday, I'm tired. Adam's tired. Everyone's tired. Joe's tired, but money doesn't sleep. The markets don't sleep. Opportunity doesn't sleep. This is literally historical times that we're dealing with. Historical levels of volatility, historical trading opportunities. And like I said to you, you would need me to be unconscious to pull me away from my desk this week. So welcome to all of our new members that have joined. Again, the 90-day membership. Tonight's the last night for it. ttgoffer.com. Simple as that. You get full access to our platform, unrestricted for 90 days for just $250. There's no automatic renewal. There's no automatic upgrade. If you forget to cancel, we charge you for a year. We don't do any of that stuff. If you want to become an annual member after your 90-day membership is up, you have to physically do it yourself. So it's not going to happen if you guys forget. All right. If you have any questions, text us 1-888-621-2127. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, show some love, turn on your notifications. You'll never miss out on these lives. Yes, I will be going live throughout the week. We'll cover the trades that we made. We'll also cover trades that we are currently in, and we will cover trades that we are going to be getting into while breaking down and analyzing Tesla earnings Alphabet's earnings, IBM's earnings, some big time earnings this week that can and most likely will move this market. Of course, any trade news or trade updates going to move the markets as well. Gold's on fire, the dollar's tanking, Bitcoin's ripping, markets are red. Crazy start to this futures open. Got a long way to go before the markets open. 11 and a half hours until that bell rings. Okay? Do not try to trade through this stuff on your own. Get your butts in chat, ttgoffer.com. I'll see you guys all tomorrow.